Yes. Hello, YouTube, and our ones of viewers. Me, and Star are doing a Skyrim playthrough because we talk about bootleg stuff and Skyrim is awesome, so deal with it. Right.
Okay, here's the thing about Skyrim, guys. I don't care if it's a few years old at this point. I honestly don't care about that. This game is so awesome. There are so many quests and different things you can do. I mean, heck, if you wanted to, you can jump off a bridge. I'm not sure why you would want to,
I
but
do
you
that
could.
often. Like,
I do. I
after,
would. Well,
what's
okay,
the
so
town that, Ulfric is Jarl of? I forgot.
Windhelm.
Yeah, there's that big river below that bridge into Windhelm. I always like jumping
Yeah.
off it and seeing if I'll
Oh,
survive.
well, I can't do that on my last profile because I got boots of walking on water. So if I jump off, it'll act like it's a rock or something and it'll kill me. But here's something you can do if you just want to be safe. You can use the full become ethereal shout, and then if you jump off, you'll be perfectly fine. It won't kill you.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Yeah, that's no fun though, because in all honesty, sometimes it's fun to just you're gonna do that. Save first. Don't be like, oh, there goes like 3 days worth of stuff because I've been sitting here for 3 days doing nothing
Yeah,
but
don't
playing
you?
Skyrim.
Oh yeah, no, that was never mind.
However, Skyrim does autosave at every door.
Yeah, should I add some war paint on my dude?
I don't know.
Oh, do you know Alex? Who is the best person? Well, like the hottest chick to marry in Skyrim?
Hey, Ayla.
Yeah, she
End of
barely,
story.
she barely wears anything. Like I've always tried to try and like look past the clothing. I'm like, come on, game, be more realistic. Let her boobs slip out or something.
Uh,
But it never does, and it tortures me.
yeah,
You understand.
yeah. I trust me. I understand.
Okay, let's see. Eye color, brow. I'm not gonna even mess with
Do
that.
I? Okay, let's start at the top. Don't want to be an Oregonian.
Yeah, I'm being a Nord.
It's like okay, so then the
Let's see, let's do that brown color. Uh, let's give him like a goatee.
let's. I
There.
don't want to be an Imperial. Imperials, ugh.
Let's
Okay,
see.
yeah. I'm gonna do a Nord with you. Should I be a
Which
female Nord?
I don't know. Think about it this way. When you're in the like second person view, what do you want to be staring at? A guy's butt or a girl's?
Good point. I'm gonna be female.
Yeah, should I be female too then?
I don't know.
I don't. I think it'll drive me crazy if I'm a female. You know?
Yeah, I think it might drive me crazy too, so I'll just be a male.
Yeah. What should I name my character? Should I do like Talos or something?
I don't know.
Cause
Normally I name mine something like Akatosh.
well,
Because
yeah. So
Akatosh.
you chose Akatosh, but I think I like Talos because it's the one god that the Imperials don't worship. But the Nord.
Well, the Imperials don't worship it because they signed the White Gold Concordat.
I don't know what that is. But the
It's the
Nords worship.
treaty with the elves, the Eldmeri Dominion that stopped the Great War.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll name him Talos. Okay.
Uh, and it's just that I like
You picked a bad
Akatosh a
time to
lot.
come on
He's
the
my
Skyrim,
favorite
prisoner.
Yeah.
Captain,
god, I
what should
guess
we
you could
do?
say.
He's not on the list.
Fish.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
Why do all the
By
Nords
your
have
orders,
these
Captain.
Have what?
I'm sorry.
have like
At least
huge
you'll die
noses
here,
in this game?
in your
I don't
homeland.
know.
Follow the captain, prisoner.
Follow the captain prisoner. You know, if the game would let me, I could easily escape this place right now.
Ulfric Stormcloak.
Alright.
Some here in Helgen
It's
call
like
you a
that
hero.
dude got shot,
Geralt
but
doesn't
I
use
am
power
awesomer than
waste
that
to
dude.
murder his king and usurp
You know
his
what's
throne.
terrible about this game?
Hmm.
You started this war.
Whenever I
Skyrim
try
was
to make a
chaos,
good looking
and now
character,
the
I mess them
Empire's
up.
going to put you down
I
and
just don't
restore
even
the
try.
peace.
You do barely even see the face with helmets and crap, and
Actually, sometimes I don't wear helmets just with the
It's nothing.
intention
Carry on.
of.
Yes, General Tullius.
yeah.
Give them their last rites.
It's kind of stupid how they hear this ominous "rah" in the distance,
Masters
and
of the eight
and
divines
Tellius
upon
is
you.
just like, oh, never mind that.
Let's get this over.
Learn.
A giant troll could come and eat us all, but don't worry about that. Let's just go and behead these random soldiers of Stormcloak.
We don't even know if they're soldiers of Stormcloak. Some of them were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, that was Lokir of Rorikstead, and your character. The rest were Stormcloak soldiers, and the Ulfric Stormcloak.
You imperial bastard!
Yeah, which in my mind is still kind of
Death to the
Yeah.
ridiculous.
How awesome is the last name
As
Stormcloak?
fearless in death as he was in life.
I don't know. I haven't heard the last name of Stormcloak. Like,
Well, yeah, but
much.
wouldn't it be awesome to have the last name Stormcloak or
Hear
something?
this again. Did you hear that?
Or like Firehelm or something, you know?
prisoner.
Mhm.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Brandished blade, I don't know. I would have been so grossed out because you put your head onto the stone where blood was just splattered from the past dude. You know?
I know, right?
It's like, oh god, can you just like wipe it off first?
Nice, Casey.
Dragon!
You know, out of all the facial hairs on Skyrim, I really don't like the facial hairs.
Don't have to ask me twice, Rayloff. I'm out of here. Now, YouTube, I am just gonna skip through this beginning part. I'm not gonna sit there and wait for the little boy to get rescued or stay by the wall because Alduin is there and crap.
You know, it's like, oh, maybe I want to put a scar on my character, but then none of the scars look good with the war paint.
I don't think the scars look good on the humans. They look awesome on the Argonians and stuff, but
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get you.
You need to get over here. Now! Got it, boy. You're doing great.
and even though I kind of support the Stormcloaks a bit more, I always go with Hadfar because, you know, you get free blacksmith stuff. You know?
Yeah.
Like you get free iron ingots and steel ingots and people, it isn't ingots. Ingots is for noobs. It's pronounced ingots.
Okay. Yes, we do everything in a different way because it's more fun.
Yeah.
Looks like we're the only ones who made it.
You can play the game how everyone else does it. Do the story first. Actually play the game so it makes sense. But no, we do it in the most random order. We go and kick a Daedric prince in the face right at the beginning.
Actually, yes, I have done that before. You know,
You go.
it's like, okay, so one time on Minecraft, I was just sitting there, right? You know, just, you know, minding my own business. And then it was the first day, and I got this weird idea. Hey, why don't I just go cave diving?
Yeah.
Got to be a soldier.
Should I do two-handed weapons or what should I do?
I prefer one-handed with destruction magic personally.
Yeah, I used to do that. But two-handed weapons, they're great for just going in and tearing crap up, you know?
Well, if you think about it, think of the fireball spell.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, imagine just like running up to somebody
But the
with.
magic in the other hand, it doesn't really increase the skill level on the magic, destruction
It
magic
does, but
very
you use
fast.
it less because you tend to use your main weapon more.
Yeah, yeah, I think I'll do the magic and the sword in the other hand. Because I did that on, like, my very first run, you know? Set them
And
on fire and then stab them in the
even though it
face.
is slower to level up both, I think personally it's worth
Well,
it.
no, for one-handed, it levels up just fine. But for magic, it just takes so slow for some reason.
Well, that's because you don't use magic as often. So
Yeah.
that's why sometimes I'll actually switch the hand I'm using.
Burn, baby, burn.
Ominous roar in the background.
Yeah, ominous roar. A giant troll could come and... Ooh, I didn't want to take that. Oops.
Oh, remember that? I think it was part of the Dawnguard DLC. You went into that one frozen area.
The Dawnguard DLC, it made sense at the beginning, but then it just didn't make sense in the end, you know?
It was just like, oh, you need to go get
Cause
Ariel's
you
bow, and you
you
need to do
went
this
in,
for
yeah,
her.
you went into this cavern and then like
It's
all this
so like you know
teleportation.
that really snowy area with all those Falmer and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember those ice giants or whatever the heck
Oh
they were?
yeah, yeah, those things were total bosses. It was like a troll and a giant, like, you know, had a baby, and then that baby was made a dragonborn. And then
pretty
it went on
much,
steroids.
pretty much that sums it up. I mean, those things were big, man. Those things were like the size
They
of
were
mountains.
huge, and they would just like falcon punch you into the ground so hard.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff.
It was ridiculous.
I mean, like, to avoid those, you'd have to do a barrel roll. You'd be like, do a barrel roll.
But yeah, they just brought in all this random crap that didn't really make any sense. Like, you're trying to get this bow, right? And then they bring in this vampire snow elf dude, and but there's like these Falmer that are special as well, and you go through this
Nope.
teleport, and then there's ghosts, and you gotta get water, and it's just really random. Like, the beginning starts off, you know, vampires are vampire hunters. You go get one of the moth priests to read an elder scroll. That's normal for Skyrim, makes sense. But then the end part,
Gods, I wish we didn't need these.
you know,
So, you know something that I never understood? So, Alduin, when he first is in that first scene, right? When he lands on that tower and calls in those meteors or whatever, here's what I don't understand. He has all this power. He could just kill you all right then and there. Is he just like trying to play with his food or something?
I don't know, dude. He just traveled through time for several thousand years. He probably has like some kind of form of jet lag or something.
Because I mean, if he had killed the Dragonborn right then and there, he wouldn't have to worry. I mean, heck, he just practically throughout most of the game he just ignored the Dragonborn like,
Well,
whatever.
he didn't even know it was the Dragonborn yet. Like, I don't think people can know you're a Dragonborn until you kill a dragon and, you know, absorb its soul. Even
Okay,
dragons.
that's like when you go to Kynesgrove, though. Okay, you went to Kynesgrove, right?
Yeah.
And then you're with that blade woman. I forgot her name. And you,
What,
and you
Delphine or
kill,
whatever?
yeah,
What's her
and you
nuts?
kill that dragon right in front of Alduin, and you absorb its soul, and Alduin just flies off like nothing happened.
I don't know.
He's just like, I don't care about you.
And then he's like, whatever the dragon's name. I'm just gonna say
Oh,
the dragon's name is Skoldafen. Skoldafen! Gil Dovakin. And then they have like this whole conversation in dragon language and crap. And it's basically summing up, hey, look over there, Dragonborn, threat to all dragonkind, kill him.
yeah.
Like, I
Here's
don't.
another Here's another thing I don't understand. Okay, so people in Skyrim, no offense, but they're a lot fatter than they look. Like you'll just be trying to get through a door and you'll be like, "Oh, let me just slip right past you," right?
Yeah.
And then you know what happens, right?
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, well,
Where in the
can't do
winter
anything
are we
now
supposed to go?
because
Where's the way out?
well, yeah, you get me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get where I'm going."
Burn, baby, burn.
Oh. You know, Skyrim has this epic intro scene, but it's like they never rebuilt Helgen.
Well, this is in a time where you have a settlement. It's permanent until it gets destroyed, dude. It's like, okay, back in those times, it wasn't like, okay, our town was destroyed. It's time to build. It's like, okay, this town is a big rubble. We're too lazy to rebuild it. Let's just go start it somewhere else.
Yeah, it's just. Oh, and here's another thing I never understood. It's like, until you actually beat Alduin, you get a ton of quests, and they just keep building up and building up and building up. It's like, oh my god. And then eventually, you start getting rid of them one by one, and then you go looking for more quests, and they build up again, and it's like, ugh.
Now remember, kiddies, we are pros at this game, so do not attempt this at home.
That child almost became dinner for Alduin.
Are you right there?
See where this goes.
Yeah, I'm right there because I took longer on my character creation because I wanted to make sure he looked halfway decent at least.
Oh, mine looks okay, but right now I'm in the caverns and stuff.
Wow. If this were real, I would have just had Alduin's talons shoved through my face.
I know, right?
Like, so you know that one part where he hops on the wall, right? When you're walking past
And
it?
Hadfar's like, stay close to the wall.
It's like, okay, well, his talon would be like straight up my gut right there, so.
Yeah.
But seriously though, out of all of the dragons in Skyrim, which would you say looks the best?
Alduin would probably, you know.
You know, I'm not sure because Parthenax, he's really old and he has a lot of
Oh
scars
yeah,
and stuff.
Parthenax. He's awesome, but he kind of looks like every. Well, no.
Parthenax is like an
I would
elder.
say, you know those dragons that have the kind of fan tail?
Oh yeah, the blood dragons.
Yeah, those are really cool dragons.
Yeah. You know, the ugliest one I thought there was the one in the Dawnguard DLC.
I thought those were actually cool looking. You know, like they looked like the dragons from Lord of the Rings. That the ring
No,
wraith.
I mean the Dawnguard DLC, not the
Oh yeah, I was
dragon.
thinking, they
The one
had
with
dragons
those
in the
like
Dawnguard DLC.
yeah, they had that one with the like goat horns or whatever it was.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like probably midway through the Dawnguard, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
Cross me. What next? Giant snakes.
But yeah, the ones from Dragonborn DLC, those seemed pretty cool.
Yeah. Cause they reminded me so much of the ring wraith thingies.
It was just, annoying when okay, so sorry. I found it really annoying when Mirax stole all of those
Might be able to sneak.
whatever they are.
Souls?
Yeah, all of the dragon souls. Like, I swear, every soul he stole, I had to go back to Skyrim and kill 5 more dragons to win.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
It was
I
really stupid though in the fight. You're like, ha, I'm about to kill you, dick, and then he's like, nope, dragon, and then he heals himself.
Yeah, you'd get him down to like 1 health, and then he'd be invincible, and you'd keep swinging at him and swinging at him, and then he would like Wold Knockest and like straight into this puddle of murky water with tentacles, and then pop up somewhere else and steal a dragon soul and get completely healed, and it was
Bang your girlfriend, and then
yeah, you know, it just goes on and on from there. Hadvar, hurry up! Already in like the next room.
oh, dude, it was raining right as I exited from the tunnels, but then it like instantly turned to sunny and shining. Because, you know, the first scene with Alduin, you know, they want you to see him fly overhead and grab.
This time.
Yeah.
But I don't think we should stick around to see if he comes back.
For those, gift stones, what should I do? Sneak or the warrior stat?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because I love doing the Dark Brotherhood stuff, and
Yeah, I like doing the Dark Brotherhood stuff too. But with no offense, if you get the Nightingale stuff from the Thieves Guild, then you can like almost sneak, like.
yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'll do the warrior stat.
Oh, you know the one thing I liked about Mirak's, out of everything Mirak had?
Hmm.
I loved his staff, because you could just like point it at the ground and like put a slop of tentacles there, and things would just like get stuck in the slop of tentacles and like get killed from it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably like the most powerful thing he had as far as weapons go. Other than his voice, of course.
Yeah, he had a killer.
I mean, he could shout like every 2 seconds. I mean, come on, Akatosh.
Oh,
Why
sweet.
did-
This guy has a steel sword on him. I'll take that.
It's like, Akatosh, why did you give these guys such amazing abilities? I'm still really glad that they delivered the kill cams update.
Yeah.
I'm really glad they did that, because have you ever had one of those moments where you just like shoot an arrow or you throw a fireball or something and it just like zooms right in and right as you like nail their face and it just like blows them to bits?
You know what I think they should have done with magic? They didn't really do a kill cam for magic, you know, you just sit there with the fire going, the person dies. What I think they should have done for like the kill cams is your guy like focuses the fire in between his hands, he like takes it and then slams it in their face with an explosion, you know, something like that.
That, there's a lot of things they could have done better.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of things that they did do better. They were, with no offense, they were lazy on several things. Okay, so here's another thing. It's like for the Nightingale's quest line and stuff, right? When you get the skeleton key, of course they want you to put it back. I never put it back because I like using it.
I don't think I've ever done the Nightingale stuff. I've like helped out what's his nuts with the
Well,
poisoning
really,
the meat and crap. But then
you should really do the Nightingale stuff. They have a lot of good things that you can use.
like I've seen Nick do it and I love the look of their armor and crap.
I don't love the look of their armor. I just like the look of their armor.
At least from what I remember, it looked awesome.
The one problem about their armor is it sort of looks like they're in tights.
Yeah. Well, that's same with the Dark Brotherhood armor, and that's like a really awesome.
Yeah, but to be honest, the Dark Brotherhood armor is probably more like tights than the Nightingale stuff, but it's just like, I didn't know my character swung that way.
Hmm.
Best moment ever
Well,
when you're
no, it's
walking.
not like I didn't know my character swung that way. It's like, dude, you're in a freezing cold climate. You do not need to be wearing a Speedo or a leotard or whatever.
You know, the best moments ever in Skyrim, I think, are those moments when somebody's just like walking and you just like use their own trap against them, like fire on the oil that they sat like laid down or whatever, and it's just like, you're full.
Do you know one thing that, the whole, well, this is for all of our people listening. In Skyrim, you don't have to fight everything. This game encourages you to fight everything and get mad if you defeat it, and you just gotta keep trying and trying. Well, this game, here's a revelation. You don't have to fight everything. Actually,
Okay,
most of the things in the game, you can actually avoid.
so for those of you who remember the game Fear, right?
F
It
everything and run.
pretty much, pretty much. I mean, that was what the game was about. Um, and in Skyrim, there are some times where you would probably be better off if you did do that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, okay, so when you're first walking up to the, like, 1,000 steps to get up to, the thread of the world or whatever, when you're first going up that way, don't fight that troll. If you're low level, do not fight that troll. Just walk past it.
Yeah, unless you know the secret to fighting trolls, which we do, and we should probably not tell them.
We probably
Just,
shouldn't tell them.
just to be
It's,
dicks. I just,
yeah, pretty much.
yeah, I just feel
But
like being a dick with you guys. I
but
didn't.
you know, it's like, okay, so newbies, guys who are new playing this game, do not, whatever you do, do not go after that troll. I mean, run past that thing. And I don't mean stop running eventually. I mean keep running. Forget your companion. Just keep running.
I don't really ever use companions.
I always have a companion. I feel empty without them.
Should I wear this steel helmet I found? It's a heavy armor piece, and I'm wearing light armor.
I don't know, but if this bear wakes up, I'm totally screwed.
I don't know, I always just shoot with arrows from far away.
I don't. I always sneak past it.
That's no
Like,
fun.
yay, extra sneak.
I kill Mama Bear. Well, no, you get an extra sneak attack critical if you use the bow.
Oh, yeah, true.
And
I
then
don't.
you...
I totally ditched Hadvar back there, so I hope he hurries up. You know, I don't know if I've done all the Daedric quests because there are a lot of Daedric priests. Because, you know, sometimes they'll mention them in Skyrim, but then you never figure out the quest. Like, you'll be in a loading screen and it mentions it, but you never find that quest.
I just shot a guy off a bridge.
Nice. Goodbye, old Dwayne.
Well, because I always go to this Ember Shard mine. Because it's a good
So,
way to get a good chunk of change right at the start of the game.
uh-huh.
So I always go to this place, get some better weapons, some better armor, get some
Yeah.
decent chunk of change, and then go.
So you know what's ridiculous? You know that blacksmith, you know Alvar down in Riverwood?
Yeah.
One time he died because I was playing and like an ancient dragon attacked me or something. I can't remember. An elder dragon, master dragon, whatever the heck they are. One of those attacked me, right?
Yeah.
And I was just there just because I needed to sell some junk, and the entire town decides to fight, right? And then Alvar's just like, oh, here, let me give you my life's belongings because I died.
Yeah.
Like, put me in his will. I'm like, yay.
I just dropped
I
a
feel like I should
hunting.
stop over here at these stones. Get
Okay, where's the
something.
bow that I just dropped? I want that bow.
Okay, now should I decide? You know, it's like I like being a mage. I really do in this game. It's just so much fun. Because I mean, come on. What beats throwing fireballs at your enemy
Yeah. I just
besides
lost.
cutting their
This makes no
besides
sense.
cutting their head off?
Oh, whatever. I can get another one, but that's BS. I dropped the bow in the water on accident, and it just disappeared. It's like the water just like stole my bow.
And it's, you know what's ridiculous? Some animations that they did in Skyrim are really nice,
But there is the crappiest animation ever when
but
you
there are a few animations in this game that just don't even make sense.
like with when you're becoming a werewolf, Ayla, when she's a werewolf, they take her hand and cut it and fill it with blood, and you're supposed to drink the blood. You'd
Like,
think it would slowly fill up with blood.
look at
No,
this.
it
I'm at
just
this river. I'm at this river and I can see salmon jumping up the river stream,
yeah. Those are
right?
really good animations.
That's good, right? And you know, you can see the water moving. I think the water moves really nicely.
Hmm.
But then there's things like, okay, things they could have done better on. Are you kidding me, autosave? Okay, things they could have done better on. Definitely the werewolf thing.
Yeah.
Um, you know, there's just several things that would have. Yeah, it's like, okay, so there's this weird glitch that sometimes happens where somebody will walk through you to sit down in a chair.
Yeah.
And do you know what happens when they do that?
Hmm.
The game like lag dies. I mean, I'm serious. It goes down to like a frame a minute.
Yeah.
Because what Skyrim's doing is they're like, oh well, this person wants to sit down, but you're in their way, so we're just gonna like somehow shove them through you so that they can sit down. And it glitches out so bad.
Yeah. Oh, do
I
you
mean,
know?
but that's like Skyrim has a lot of glitches that can be really helpful, but then it has a few that are just like nightmares.
Yeah. Okay, I'm at Riverwood now. And we
I
should
just got
probably
there.
end this first part and then start up
Yeah,
another one.
I just got there too. So yeah.
Okay, so this was the first part to our Skyrim
Goodbye.
playthrough.
This was our first part, and we'll probably continue this. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let me